On that Sunday when the Tote closed, within hours there were thousands of people down at the Tote. By February, when the Slam rally happened, there were 20,000 people in the streets. So we know that this issue matters to people. And the result of that, of course, as we know, was the accord between the government and the music community. One of the other very important things in this that looked a bit bureaucratic but was an important bit of history was it said that we needed to go back to the Live Music Task Force that in 2003 came up with a whole stack of measures that the government committed to then.
We do have a 24-hour city policy, and it is all about managing all of the stakeholders. It was adopted by Council last year, so it's relatively new, and one of the important things that has been recognised is that the small venues are really important in the City of Melbourne, and that live music and music in general is really important for activating the city in a way that isn't just about alcohol, and obviously music comes in a range of different styles and different audiences, and we cater for all sorts within the City of Melbourne.
We represent Slam, which is we try and facilitate the voices of the music community. Most importantly, we believe that the Melbourne music community was something that was well worth saving, and that any of this, these legislative changes that seem to be crushing live music venues just weren't appropriate.
Slam was thrown together very quickly after the need, as Kathleen spoke about the Tote closing. And the main objective that we had was to get our community out there to have a look at itself. And I think we've pretty much achieved that. But the fact that we were having our culture just pulled out from under us, and our small venues were being trampled by this, archaic, punitive legislation. And it wasn't expected by us, and the legislation had been there for a long time, but they used it to kick heads. And unfortunately, live music venues were the soft target and under-resourced. We don't have the kind of cash that the gaming venues and the strip clubs might have, so we were a very easy target and easy to cut down those 3 AM licences. The Tote is about to reopen, but I must say, despite anything that the government have done. The Tote has reopened because John and his partners have taken on a commercial venture.
One of the things that really does need to happen is, rather than the George Hotel in Hamilton and every other hotel, 700 of them, applying to have their licences, their licence conditions revoked, is they just should be removed. And then where there is a problem, then they should be put on where there's a problem, but not the other way around. So the venues shouldn't have to prove they are not guilty. They shouldn't have to prove their innocence or be deemed guilty until proven innocent. It should be that if there is a problem, a non-compliance problem or a trouble problem or history, then there should be conditions. And everyone would expect that and agree with that.